It's way too easy to get bogged down. Way too easy to let insanity and sometimes the Christmas illnesses get to you. But what about trying new things and enjoying that? Oh, sure, it's been crazy. I popped out a hip joint earlier this year. And oh gosh, that really sucked. And I got diagnosed with something besides epilepsy. So I get to enjoy two neurological conditions, which is a lot of fun. And sometimes I have to rest more, and that royally sucks. Especially when you have to tell people, oh gosh, I cannot, this is too much, this is frustrating as hell. And you realize that, yes, there are people who are going to say something like, oh, well, you're making excuses. And it's like, wait just a gosh dang second here. I literally am splitting my skin open because I put on socks. I'm sorry to say, but this is not something that I would want to use as an excuse. This sounds ridiculous. This condition sounds ridiculous. Oh, the connective tissue in my body is basically attacking me. I am pretty much allergic to my own body, but I am also wanting very, very much to be there for a friend, or to do this, or do that one, or do whatever. And realizing that sometimes people will not understand, especially since it does sound awful, and my own mother says it sounds more like I'm talking about erectile dysfunction because of the way that the name sounds, EDS, because I cannot for the life of me manage to pronounce Ehlers-Danlos. But I would assume that people know what I'm talking about. Then again, that's not always a great assumption. Anyway, so there's that. There's my holiday rant. Things get better. And speaking of things getting better, I'm kind of off until about the 26th, and then again before the new year, and I have time on my hands, and so I was looking for an older video of holiday safety tips. Found one for Halloween, but it didn't work. I didn't like it. I've realized that the quality has gotten somewhat better, and I'm hoping it becomes still better, because that would be awesome sauce. So, basic holiday tips: know where you are, go with people that know you, go with people who know the illness that you have, because epilepsy needs, occasionally you have to ask for help. Occasionally you have to buck it up and you have to ask for things. And I know it royally sucks to say the words, please help, I need help, can you? It kills me every time, because I think I have this sense of pride that I've been teaching myself. Oh yes, I am awesome, I can do this, I think I'm the one, I am awesome sauce, etc., etc., etc. And go from there. And if I disappoint others, well, that's probably worse. That's not actually worse than disappointing yourself. And that's not worse than going without things because you had way too much pride. Anyway, safety tips. Know where you are, go with people that you trust. Don't drink too much. I would say 1 or 2. Do not mix medications, and if there's blinky lights and you are affected by them, because 3% of people with epilepsy are affected by the blinky lights, that's roughly 300,000 people out of 3 million in the United States alone. Avoid those. Ask that and if they're on at a party, say something like, can you turn those off? And I realize that this year holiday parties are a bit well, really not going on for the most part, and if they are, but for the future, if you're at a party, it's okay to ask the host, listen, I'm feeling a bit sick, can you please turn off the blinky lights, or I don't want to get sick, can you please turn off the blinky lights? Many people will be like, oh, okay, and that's okay. It's okay if you have disagreements. And it's okay if you find out that someone that you trusted and that you care about isn't really. And it's okay to have to go back to the drawing board to become more clear. Sometimes your brain goes weird and clarity is not among your many strong points. And it's okay to have to go back. And it's okay to look at your improvements because there's always room for improvement. I'm looking for more improvements. I want to make so many more. I can see progress, and I am enjoying every single second of that progress. And I want to make more. And yes, I am getting very impatient because, wait, how am I still showing this? Oh, and some people will sometimes treat you like a child. And it is okay to get angry and say something like, will you quit treating me like a child? I am a fully grown adult. I am brain damaged. I am not brain dead. And yes, it is okay to have disagreements. It's also okay to try to clear up those disagreements. And if you can't, it's okay to take a breather and just... And yeah, it's okay if you feel a sense of disappointment with the year, and it's okay if you've had to make excuses and are feeling rather disappointed with yourself. And it's also okay to laugh. It's also, but guys, seriously, guys, gals, Magdalenas, Mongolias, it's okay to be proud of yourself. Even with all of that, you don't always have to be disappointed with yourself. And yeah, it's okay if right now you're going through a pretty rough time and you're thinking, gosh, what the hell? You're okay. And you're loved. And have a blessed Christmas. Have a beautiful, wonderful 2021. I will be back very, very soon. I hope this helps because, quite frankly, this went in a different direction than the one I wanted. But anyway, you are loved. Take good care and be blessed.